Hi, everybody, and welcome to our second episode of our PSS Fireflies podcast. Together with me is.
The Fireflies! Sorry, it's still me, Miss T here.
Yeah, I think it's time to redefine the Fireflies. Because there was in the last episode, it says teachers, right?
Yeah.
But we have students also. And I kind of told the sec ones that, the Fireflies are you too. So whoever is making music from Punggol Sec are all Fireflies instead.
Oh my goodness.
And you know why? Not Fireflies, I explain to them.
Why?
Because fireflies they make light in the darkness.
Maybe our school mascot should be the
Right.
Fireflies.
Wow, so
Because
legit.
they are technically bearing a torch in the
Right.
night.
Wow.
Ta-da!
Bring light into the darkness.
Kind of
Right?
cringe.
And I
though.
mean, yeah, but on a more serious note, this is really what this whole thing is for. It's just really to, bring some light to your lives. Yeah. Okay, so with us are.
Me, hi, I might be a recurring character here. It's me, Michael. This is my second time on the podcast. Two out of two.
Yeah, I'll probably be the next recurring character next week if there is. And I'm Akila.
And my name's Ryan. I'm a guest appearance for today.
All right. Last week, or rather last episode, Micah was a guest appearance until he became a regular feature.
It's become
I
a
wanna be a
regular.
regular feature
Not
too
a
now.
main yet, still a regular.
Wow,
Right.
thanks guys. Real making me real homie here.
Anywho, our second podcast brings us towards the close of our first month of this year. So, how's the month been so far? How's the year been?
Wow, the year's been quite interesting compared to last year. That's what I can say.
Interesting is a vague word.
Interesting
Please
is very
specify.
I would say it's more positive than last year. And less chaotic.
So you can hear the planes flying. We are recording live from Punggol Secondary. There's no faking anything. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
we're not in a studio.
We are. Okay. We technically call ourselves Level 4 Studios.
So I guess, Akila, what you're saying is you find that your peers are more mature now, and people have come to accept the presence of hand sanitizers are here to stay, and not something temporary to play with.
Yeah, I would say they are mature now. I mean, last year, my class,
Yeah,
anything can be a weapon or a toy if they put their mind to it.
yeah.
Hey, the gift of imagination of youth, right?
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm still unsure why they aren't that good in literature. If
Oh,
their
wait,
imagination
just
is that good.
for our listeners, right? To give you some context, Akila here with us was in the same Sec 2 class as Micah. So anywhere they come from, right? This year will definitely be better.
Can confirm.
Can confirm, yes.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, I don't think that last year's Teachers' Day video and of us spraying the thing is only inspired by you guys. I mean,
But
But it was mostly
it was
inspired
mostly
by
it's
inspired.
natural. Even us teachers, we also
We asked Miss Lo and she confirmed.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
This was another
You're
Firefly.
one of the inspirations. Okay.
How
Well-
about you, Ryan? How has your 2021 been so far?
I can say that for everyone, or maybe my class, time has passed by quite quickly. It's already Thursday, and tomorrow is Friday. But the workload, a huge change from Sec 1. Because Sec 2 and it's also streaming year. So you have to take our subjects more importantly and also have thoughts on what subjects the Sec 2s wants to take for Sec 3s. For Sec 3 and next year. But all in all, of course, we do work, we also must have time for fun. To let our minds relax and just let loose, to be honest.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, how fast time passes. This is approaching the end of week 4. Next
Oh,
week
yes.
is already the middle of the term.
Yeah.
Third assessment.
Week 5.
Yeah.
First
I know.
WA of the year.
Yes. Wow. Any words of advice from our Sec 3 seniors to your lower Sec
Junior.
juniors?
Any words of advice? How about we start with Akila?
Why me?
Advice on surviving Sec 2, especially with the
Survival.
streaming year
In general,
and whatnot.
don't stress a lot lah. Cause once you stress, you're gonna freak out the moment the paper comes in. And like once you stress out, the moment you see the paper, your thought process will just get messed up, and you'll probably forget about everything that you've learned, even though you studied day and night. Also, don't study at night because by experience, it will not be good.
You probably won't take that advice to heart though and still study at night, aren't you? Sec 1s and 2s.
And
I
me.
see you. And
And
Akila.
me.
Confirm some of you haven't studied at night before. I never studied at night before.
Really?
Wow, you
Yeah.
good kid lah.
No, I think it's an assumption that we like Akila said, right? You don't study at night, but I mean like different people are made up differently. Some people they study
work
better at night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people study better.
I
in the
personally
day.
work better early in the morning.
You're a morning person?
I'm a morning,
Can't
a night
relate.
person, and a midnight person.
I'm mostly a midnight person. Morning just isn't my.
My
vibe.
sleep schedule is very flexible.
Wow.
How about you, listeners? What kind of person are you? Day, afternoon, night? Leave your
Midnight.
comments in the comment
Unless you
section
don't sleep
below.
at all.
Yeah, you can leave your comments in the Instagram or the YouTube.
How about
Shameless
yourself,
plug.
How about yourself, Mr. Lee? Are you a night, morning, or afternoon person?
I would say more of a night person. Although I do quite well in the morning as well. I'm just not an afternoon person.
Just not an afternoon person.
Yeah, because after I have kids, right? Like the kids nap in the afternoon. You kind of also nap, and it kind of like become your lifestyle.
Yeah.
And it's really important for me and my family because it's like it gives us like a break, with all that craziness, especially during weekends. Yeah.
What
So-
about when you were a student?
When I was a student,
Did you study
I
at
w-
night or?
study.
Same, I never study actually.
That says a lot.
Did you study at all?
I think I'm like those when the exams come, then you kind of like cram everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
cram studying.
Yeah.
Not smart.
Yeah.
Not really a
and
good
then
move,
they try to
honest.
get close to those who are really good in their studies, and ask them to teach, kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And
alright.
just osmosize the knowledge from them.
So ask them to teach or copy homework.
No, I understand because like if you really copy it really doesn't make any
Yeah lah.
Yeah.
sense because you don't really.
Yeah, but like it helps
internalize.
fills in the endless deadlines that school tends to give.
Yeah.
Next
But
Tuesday.
in the end,
How
it
about
doesn't
Miss
really
T?
matter.
Yeah, how about Miss T? Morning,
As a
day,
student.
night, midnight.
Okay, well, as a working adult now, I am definitely more of a night person. Get way more inspirational at night. But as a student, actually, when I was in secondary school, I had an extremely strict bedtime because my mother was very particular about 8 hours of sleep every night. So whether I had
Wow.
completed my work or not, she's like, well, too bad, you gotta go to bed. And my bedtime
Wow.
was at 10 p.m.
So early.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's considered early.
So by 10 p.m., I am in bed, lights out.
Don't know, you look so healthy and like
I know,
Yeah.
right?
all this, and then now like get back time, right?
Yeah,
Nobody
but,
will control me. I can sleep at 1.
yeah, but I think it's also got to do with the fact that back then, during when Mr. Lee and I were both students, we didn't have our phones to distract us.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, we had laptop, we had MSN Messenger and like Friendster back then.
Yeah, I had MIRC.
What's that?
The older
Wow.
folks know IRC.
You all use computer at
Yeah,
night.
so
ah.
our
Yeah.
devices
They have
were.
to clip out.
For the
On the
oldies
computer.
here, how about ICQ?
Oh my god, I don't remember that.
Telegram, Skype.
Yeah, so our devices were mainly on the computer, and so it wasn't that convenient for us to access. We could quite literally, shut it off, shove it somewhere, or put it in another part of the house, and we won't feel the need to check it all the time. We didn't have games, we didn't have Instagram.
Yeah.
But the
So-
snake game on the Nokia phone.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
it
yeah,
gets,
yeah.
the Nokia
but it gets
phone.
boring, and there was also that
Yeah.
bouncing game,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
ball, the
yeah.
ball.
Oh, yeah, the ball.
Red color ball.
I used to have a Nokia back in primary school. So I can speak from personal experience that the Nokia has only 3 games. Snake, ball game, and I think a jumping one.
I think I've also played those before.
Yeah, so it wasn't that distracting. It wasn't hard to actually focus on our work or focus on our actual assignments and tasks. So I guess in a way, I still managed to finish most of my homework. I mean, it was rare that I had nothing to submit to my teachers. Yeah.
Well, I for one am quite late with my homework submission most of the time. Yeah, sorry teachers, but it's just that I find it very hard to focus at at home. And at school, I normally seek for help from either teachers, friends, and things like that. Only to live the life at home, which is like I just turned into a blob when I entered the house door, really. I just stopped doing everything and just, yeah.
I mean, yeah, sometimes the moment I reach home, I just have like no motivation to do anything unless I force myself to do it.
And Rain?
Oh, when I go home, active.
Active, chess.
I want to go out of the house. I don't know why.
So, and your parents
So
let
it means
you?
you also don't like staying home then.
No, I like to stay home during night time.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
like, usually after school, I will go out and play futsal
Okay.
or cricket, something like that.
Oh.
I only reach home at 8 plus. But only during the weekends I can go home like 9:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one thing I want to try is night cycling with friends.
Oh, yeah.
Your parents will allow you?
I go with my parents once, but no, they don't allow me go with friends as of yet.
Oh.
Okay.
Actually, cycling now during the COVID-19 period is actually quite popular right now.
Yeah.
Even my cousins are all cycling and they invite me too, but it's not that I don't want to. I don't have a bicycle.
You could rent one, but like renting a bicycle is like renting a car. It's like
Yeah.
$20 an hour.
I mean, I do have a bicycle, but it's not those like very sporty kind of bicycle. It's like those portable, you know, those like portable, foldable
Oh,
kinds.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I haven't used that in almost like 7 years.
Make an
Wow.
investment,
For 5
man.
years.
Wow.
Wow.
Does it still work?
I'm not sure because my family isn't that free, and I don't really like to go exercising or cycling on my own. So
Yeah.
I always wait for them. But well,
Wow.
There are also risks in renting bicycles because there's actually a unmanned bicycle rental shop near my place because people can cycle it all the way to like Pasir Ris Park and everything. But my husband warned me against renting a bicycle from there because there's no maintenance.
Oh.
You don't know when was the last time anybody checked the gears or the
Yeah.
brakes on the
Ooh.
bicycles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, but right now, what I see during recess is kind of like, I was hoping they would do what you do, Rayan. You know, like play. You know, play soccer or whatever, right?
Sweat,
yeah, but like
exercise.
the whole school is like either in the classroom or in the canteen playing ML on their phones or
Call of Duty,
whatever.
most only.
oh yes, Call of Duty.
Yeah,
I
Call of
mean-
Duty.
Or Among Us, that was the big trend last
yeah,
year.
I
Yeah.
wonder what happened to that game.
Among
It's
Us took a
always
dip.
it's always like there's a trendy game that is there's a trendy game that pops up and then eventually it dies down because like there will be new games and new people.
Minecraft still going
Yeah,
strong.
Minecraft still going
Minecraft is
strong.
always going strong.
Right.
Really?
10 years, 10 years
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
in. It hit a
wow.
resurgence back in 2019.
Yes. Minecraft is
Why
and-
ah?
Pewt.
There were a lot of factors like the starting of SMP Live, PewDiePie starting to play Minecraft,
Yeah, and
also-
MCYT.
yeah, MC YouTubers becoming popular again.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people actually relate it back to history, like the Greeks, the Romans, the Resurgence, the Dark Ages, and now this is like the modern era of Minecraft again. You know, it's hit its spike, and I think like it might be dying down a bit, but I think it's still going strong until maybe next year.
And Minecraft has a lot of updates.
Yeah, Minecraft
recently.
updates pretty often.
Yeah.
Like what, new maps? Or
Oh no.
no,
This year is gonna be
patches.
big. This year is big. People are getting what they want. The cave update. My
Yes.
gosh, yes, the
After
cave
so
update.
many years.
Really? Well, what's the difference going to be?
The cave is more realistic.
Yeah,
there's
Yeah.
new mob.
There's the new mob, the
Yeah.
Warden,
Yeah.
that which is like tanky. It's so
there's,
tanky.
there's new blocks.
Yeah,
There's
there
new
are
ore.
the shulkers, the copper,
Yeah,
amethyst
everything.
geodes. Amethyst geodes are coming.
Okay.
There's drip stones.
What?
Yeah.
Do you play Minecraft?
I used to play Minecraft. I
Oh,
played it
okay.
in university, played it with
Okay.
my friends.
Wow.
I have 3 maps, I guess. I had a very elaborate train transport system where I could get from like one biome
Thought
to
I'm
the
the only
next.
one.
So I'll just put my character in the wagon and it would just like go. I'll just like, yeah, I'm sailing across the sea. Yeah, I can't remember. I think about 4 years ago, I talked to my previous students about wanting to delete all of the files from my laptop.
Wow.
I don't know if I did. Now that you guys are telling me that it's going to get a huge update, I am tempted to check if it still exists.
Last year was pretty big for Minecraft too, with the whole Nether update.
Oh yes.
Yes.
But sadly, I can't
They
play any of
removed
the
the
updates.
pigment though.
Oh yeah, they removed the pigmen. Long live the pigmen. Now they're just like what do they call it? Zombified piglins.
Piglet. I don't know.
Piglins, right?
Pinglins,
It's hoglins and piglins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, these are new to me.
They're
Yeah.
so new.
Sadly, I couldn't play the updates because like my Minecraft is the old kind and can't really update. And the
Oh.
last time I played Minecraft was like long back ago, and it was the time where the only ores there was like lapis, coal, redstone, gold, diamonds.
That's
Was-
probably me.
Was update aquatic there? Update
Oh.
aquatic.
I don't think so.
Was there the end update?
The end update has.
That's update 1.9.
Yeah.
I can't remember anymore.
You actually know the number of the update.
But I know a lot of Minecraft because I watch a lot of like those
MC
Minecraft.
YouTubers?
Yeah, but not Dream and all, like Stampy Longhead,
Oh,
Realistic Squid,
oh, those
Dan
guys?
PDM.
Oh wow.
Okay, but two things though. One, I never understood why some kids preferred playing Minecraft on their phones. I prefer playing on my laptop because I hated the controls on the phone. It's like there's
And
But some
it's,
people
it's
just
all
don't
over
have-
the place.
Convenient.
yeah.
I think
Really?
For some people.
It's-
For some people,
portable,
it's
it's
more
mobile.
convenient.
Especially me.
Huh. The
And-
second thing is, why is it that you guys enjoy watching all these YouTubers playing games? How can you sit through hours upon hours watching other people play games when you could play it yourself?
Have you
Because
ever
I'm broke.
have you ever watched sports?
I don't watch sports very often, actually.
But have you ever watched sports and been
Yes.
like, man, I wish I could do that?
No.
No? Have
No.
you ever watched
Just
other
can.
people do anything? Like anything at all?
I'm
Cooking?
sure Miss T will watch all those plays and
Yeah, have
It's
you
like
watched
satisfying.
plays?
Okay, I watch plays, but it's also for the story, the
You wa-
music, and
you
everything.
watch-
like musicals.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
Yeah, I was gonna get there. It's like watching a band perform when you can play music yourself. You just like to see other people play music, lah, right?
Yeah.
And then
Compare
also-
yourself and see how you can improve.
Yeah, and see how they play differently, lah, right?
And more than half of gaming actually is like actually the commentary and the person's personality being put on the internet. It's not just the gameplay.
You're
Wow.
watching for the YouTube.
So you're watching for the person.
Yeah.
That's why people have like what do we call it? Comfort streamers or like comfort channels
Or
where they just
comfort
like
idols.
watching or like
Yeah.
comfort idols. But they just
Such
start
as?
watching not because of what
Yeah.
they do but who they are.
Yeah, there was a comment on our Instagram channel about our last podcast, and this person actually said, "Oh, it's very relaxing to hear people just talk while he does work." I'm like, so we're just like
Oh,
voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
We're
just
the
voices
white
in the
noise.
background. White noise. White
Yeah.
noise.
Yeah, like I said after the podcast, podcasters are like meant to be long and also like they're kind of like music to other people. They just put them on, they listen to it, and they're like, yeah, this is what I'm into, you know. I just love listening to other people's voices.
Yeah.
But not my own.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah.
For some reason.
Because when we hear ourselves differently
yeah,
because
and
of
other
our
people hear-
bodies, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So we usually have that cringe effect when we hear ourselves. Like, what? I sound like that. Yeah, right?
How did I live through my life hearing like sounding like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard that it's also because your jaw is connected to like your ear or like your skeletal structure or something,
Yeah.
and like it causes a certain noise, and also you hear yourself vocally like
Yeah.
through the particles in the air.
Yeah.
So it all goes together and blends, and then in your mind you like hear yourself differently from others.
Yeah.
And also recordings are always bad. Never listen to the recordings
Especially
of your own
phone
voice.
recordings.
Phone recordings are horrible.
Yeah.
No matter
Really?
what kind of phone.
No, recently the band, we did some recordings using phones, and the conductor was hearing like the end product. She's like, wow, you use really good mics, huh? I'm like, no, it's the students' phones.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did
I
they
mean,
use
maybe
phone
I played
mics?
it through our music
Speaker.
room speakers, which are good. I
Could be
don't
the speakers, or it could be the fact that this room is,
Spacey.
acoustic.
I thought the recordings were in the keyboard room.
Yeah. But I played it here in the band room. Yeah. Yeah. So speaking of which, about hearing, some of you may have heard that, I had like a little scare last week.
Oh, what happened?
Like
Oh,
my
yeah.
ear was starting to be muffled, my right ear,
Oh no.
and it's like it started to have some ringing. So I thought you would go off throughout the week, right? Last week, and then on Saturday it didn't, and it got worse, and then I was so afraid that I might have an infection.
What happened
And as
to it?
a music lover and music teacher, I cannot lose my hearing. I was
Yeah.
like, no, please, no. And then my wife checked my ear for earwax. Like, no, it looks clear. So I'm like, oh no, it's worse, right? Because like, oh, if it's a earwax, you could remove it and then
You
you'll
got
be fine.
nothing and then
Yeah.
sudden silence.
Yeah, I was afraid it's gonna be an infection. So I went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, yeah, there's no infection, no medication, just go home and let it heal. I was like, wow, that's the best news I've heard, you know. And
Did
then
it heal?
on throughout the weekend it healed, and then on like just this morning it came back. I was like, oh, you know.
no.
And it's very disorientating because like
Yeah, 'cause
your
of the
left
fluids in
ear
your
hears
also.
more, and your right hears less, and you're like, oh, you know, it gives you like a sense that you're falling down, you know, like.
Yeah, because like your ears are also part of your balance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Your like ear crystals or something like that.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, okay, yeah. What's that? Tinnitus.
Could it be tinnitus?
Tinnitus?
Yeah.
It's the perception of noise ringing in the ears, a common problem. Tinnitus affects about 15 to 20% of people. Tinnitus is the condition itself. It is a symptom of an underlying condition, as such as an age-related hearing loss.
Yeah, maybe I'm old.
Age-related
But when I was
hearing
young,
loss.
I played. You know, I'm a percussionist. I drum.
You do the drums, right? Yeah.
Right, yeah, and then like I was involved with rock bands, that kind of thing, and you know, you just like, and at that time when like your older folks would be like, hey, take care of your ears, man, right? And then I'm like telling you guys, hey, take care of your ears, man, because you're gonna hate it when the one side is ringing.
You've become
No,
what you've dreaded.
happened to me a lot
Oh,
of times
no.
already. Yeah.
You've become what you
Sometimes
sworn
like
to
my
kill.
mostly my left ear sometimes will like for a minute will suddenly go silent
Oh no!
and then ring and then go okay.
Wow, not at your age, man.
I think actually when I was in secondary school, I went to go to a ear doctor about that
Oh.
as well, because it was starting to freak me out.
Yeah.
So they did a couple of tests where they played like some beeping sounds through an earphone, and
Yeah.
if you could hear it, you gotta like press a switch or something.
Yeah.
He said that it was actually fine. It just so happens that sometimes, you know, when you shower, water goes into your ear. If there's residue, that might actually happen. That ringing might actually happen.
I think cause
Wow.
like 2 years ago, a ball hit my ear very hard,
Oh.
Oh no.
and then
And you're a
for like
musician.
2 minutes it went
Yeah.
silent.
Oh,
Ring
2
and then
minutes.
silent.
Oh no.
Then like I was worried. Then like after around 5 minutes, my hearing started to come back to me, but it was a bit weird.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, but it healed lah. Then
Okay.
now sometimes I get reoccurring rings and silences.
Oh, that's
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd say get well soon, but it's been quite a long time, and I don't think it's gonna
Yeah.
change.
That's scary. Yeah. So.
Might be a mild tear in your eardrum. It
Yeah.
happens. But your eardrum apparently can heal as well. It depends on how big the tear is. I have a feeling mine is also slightly torn, because if I hear songs or sounds of a certain frequency, like very high frequency, that my left ear would actually have this buzzing sound, like you know how you have like static on a radio, like kind of thing, and it would
Oh.
vibrate in my left ear. So I have a feeling that I actually have a slightly torn
Oh,
eardrum
no.
on my left, but I don't know why.
The music you listen to?
No, I hardly use earphones actually.
Oh,
And even
okay.
if I do, it's soft enough such that I can still hear people talking to me.
Okay.
Hmm
For me, the doctor said that it's probably my headphones and earphones. But just yesterday while driving, I realized no, it's my car's audio, because like you know you're in a car, you don't sit center, right? So the speakers are like you're like off center. So I'm getting this ringing in my right ear, right? And like the nearest speaker to me is that right ear. Yeah, and you know it's really enclosed in the car, and you play really loud.
You listen to what music?
No, whatever lah. Yeah.
Whatever.
Listening.
On the
Yeah.
topic of music, we're all musicians here, right? Say I if you are.
I.
Aye.
I.
Don't know.
Depends on how you define music.
Like, you know,
Musician.
singing is music.
Okay.
Playing an instrument.
Okay.
Playing 2 instruments.
Singing.
3, 4.
Okay.
It's all music.
Yeah. And yeah.
So, Miss T, what instrument do you play?
I can play the piano. That's the instrument I'm actually, you know, formally trained in.
Oh.
Played till
Wow.
like grade 5 or something. Yeah. It's been years though. I sort of taught myself the guitar and the ukulele.
Ooh,
Mm.
fun.
Wow. You have a ukulele here, right?
Our ukuleles are down there already.
Okay.
Over there.
Oh, and I can play the gamelan too, because I took a
Wow.
module on gamelan playing when I was in university. Can you
Gamelan?
imagine? My university was in the US, my professor was Indonesian.
Your
And then
family.
Went all the way across the world, like around the world,
To find
just
you.
to learn how to play Indonesian
You know what they
instrument.
say? What comes around gets around.
Yeah.
How about Mr. Yu?
Mr. Yu.
It's
Hi,
like
I'm
you.
How about
A
you,
to
Mr.
you. Me, my primary instrument is the drums. Actually, I'm a music teacher because I was actually assigned English as my second teaching subject. And my friends like, oh, you will die, like the marking and teaching of history and English. So I requested to change my English to music, and I had to go through an audition. So like I played the drums. People will be like playing the piano or whatever, right? Singing. I'm like, oh, what instrument? Drums. So what are you gonna do first? I call my piece Around the World in 8 minutes. So I just played the different drum beats from around the world.
Oh, yeah, the Daft Punk song, right?
No. It's just something I made up.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's why I'm a music teacher now. I'm
Daft
lucky.
Punk. Good taste.
Right. Funky.
How about you, Akila?
What?
Instruments.
I mean, I'm from band CCA, so I play the French horn.
Ooh.
I self-taught myself how to play the ukulele a bit, and the guitar I self-taught myself at first, but I gave up. I gave up until like set 1 we learned how to play the guitar
Yeah,
again.
second one we learn how to play the guitar and the
Yeah.
piano, right?
Yeah, actually.
Oh yeah.
I was actually since young I wanted to try, but I never had those instruments except for a concert guitar.
Concert guitar. Wow.
Yeah.
Like a classical guitar.
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
that's how I started too.
yeah.
Wow.
I've always wanted to try and play, but but I was like little at the time, so my hands couldn't like stretch out. So
Yeah.
like set 1 when got the acoustic guitars, I tried it again, and then then my music
Improved.
not my music improved lah, like my love for music came back again. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
How about you,
Rayan.
Rayan.
Actually, first instrument I play is trumpet, or as the baby version of the trumpet, the cornet in
Yeah.
P1. But then in P4, I picked up piano, self-taught, and then P5 guitar, which is now my main instrument.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So like I've been playing guitar for 4 years,
Yeah.
if I'm not wrong.
And I'm really very envious of Rayan. Like you're like what I describe like to people like a real musician. You really hear and you can copy and play it. Just by hearing. Yeah, and yeah. I used to be able to come to school and we had our that piano outside, right? And I would hear Rayan playing on the piano.
Whoa.
And it's cool, yeah. And it's all self-taught,
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't read piano sheet music, but now I try to read. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Natural skill and talent
Yeah.
for music.
Yeah.
I myself, I play the ukulele, the guitar, and the keyboard back in Sec 1. I sing. I'm part of the choir. Hi, choir members.
Yeah.
Hang. Sorry, Hang. I was gonna invite you, but I kind of forgot and kind of went home. I saw you at the canteen. I could have told you back at 3:30 or
Okay.
3:45.
This is going public, huh?
Okay.
Anyway.
Moving on.
For whatever reason, I feel that none of you mentioned the recorder.
I was about to say that. I was like, here's an instrument we haven't heard in a while.
Yeah.
The recorder.
I think we all didn't like the recorder.
Yeah.
Actually, there was this one. I think it was during the COVID, the bingo, when we had to either play the school song or sing the school song. I was actually trying to play the school song on my recorder and even wrote down the notes to see which matches, like
Wow.
try and error. But I didn't do it in time.
Yeah. As a music teacher, in training, we had to pass an exam of playing the recorder.
Second time,
It was my worst time ever.
Oh, the recorder sucks.
But recently I played the Sec 2's the Stairway to Heaven, right? The song by Led Zeppelin.
Oh, Led Zeppelin.
And actually I said it wrongly. Like there was like I told you guys there's a flute part, right? When I
Oh no, this
researched
a
bit-
mellotron. Yeah.
No, it's a recorder.
Huh?
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
a
they say
recorder.
it's a mellotron.
Yeah, it's a
Cause I
recorder.
heard
Yeah,
flute.
I was like, wow. Okay, they made.
On the topic of Led Zeppelin,
Yeah.
I actually heard that he got his name because there were like some people who told him that he would never work out as a musician, like the Zeppelin, which burned in the air because it was filled with hydrogen atoms.
Okay.
to lift it up.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like,
those
you know, despite them, he called himself Zeppelin, Led
Led.
Zeppelin.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Didn't know that.
I heard that somewhere.
Okay. Anyway, we will really want to thank our viewers for helping us reach our 200 subscribers on YouTube.
200 subscribers.
Yeah, actually, we just needed 100 to have our own unique URL, and yeah, we got that in a few days.
Wow.
But somehow I'm not able to do that. You know, it's like I don't know what's happening. You know,
Oh, still
It's
no
about-
unique
yeah, I
URL?
fulfill all the criteria, but I'm like I don't know why I can't do that. Yeah. So so thank you so much for all your support, and yeah, this is also a shout out for next week. We're gonna have an Instagram live session at about 4.
I got 4.
That's FIFAB. Okay, so catch us live. We have some students and teachers playing you some tunes. Yeah,
What date will it be? Monday, Tuesday?
that's the Friday
It's a Friday.
afternoon.
Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I'll be able to join next week then.
Yeah, I mean like wherever you are, you know, just yeah, catch us on Instagram or YouTube. Yeah. Yep. So I guess that's it. You know, take care, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to our second episode of our Fireflies podcast.
Yeah, this one's been a bit of a long one, eh?
Yeah. Okay. So,
Any last words, people?
Stay safe out there. During this pandemic, even
yeah,
though
yes.
cases has been under control, but still we shouldn't be
Complacent.
yes, that's the word.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't be stressed because next week is the WA period.
Yep,
As
all the
mentioned, once you stress, you're gonna mess up.
Yeah. Stay calm.
My advice would be to get enough sleep again
Yep.
because your weighted assessments are coming. You really don't want to get sick and miss these exams. Yeah.
Sleep like Miss T. 10 p.m. Okay.
Based on experience, yes, sleep, or else you're gonna get sick on the paper itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So thank you so much, and
Wait,
we.
my last
What?
words.
Oh yes, Mike. I'm so sorry.
You never take me alive!
Alright.
Okay. All right. We'll see you on our next episode. Take care and all the best. Bye, everybody.
Well,
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sorry, Hong.
Have a nice day.